Sometimes life reminds of a big puzzle, and to make it work, you have to change something. Hi there, this is Elena, and today I want to talk about how to change your life in a year with 7 creative steps. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I'm a photographer and the founder of Fine Art Lifestyle, a project with the goal to help you enrich, elevate and transform your life with creative and aesthetic experiences. If you are interested in this, please make sure to subscribe. Everything changes, and it's absolutely okay to want to change your life or make some little adjustments every once in a while. It has been proven by many research that human beings are very capable of adapting to a new lifestyle based on new circumstances. I see change as something positive that gives the possibility to grow and evolve. But before I continue, let me tell you a little bit about my 2013 year when I changed a lot in my life. At the beginning of that year, I was stuck in negative thinking. I knew I wanted to change something in my life, but I didn't know where to start. At some point, I felt like I wanted to travel solo, but I'd never done that before. I didn't know how to travel solo abroad, and I was afraid of that. At the end of that year, I traveled halfway across the world to a country I'd never been before. I didn't know anyone there, I didn't speak a language, and to be honest, I didn't have a detailed plan of how to start a new chapter of my life in a new country. I stayed there for 9 years, built a successful photography business, and I was published in the New York Times. If you want to read more about my adventurous trip, click the link that you can find in the description of this video. Back to the topic, how to change your life in a year with 7 creative steps. And the first step is curiosity. The word curiosity means a strong desire to learn or to know something. How can it help you to change your life? Every day we all have those internal monologues when we tend to repeat the words like, I don't like this, I love that, and so on. Changing the character of those monologues can help you to change your life. Back in 2013, I used to complain a lot about my life, and I used a lot of negative words daily. Applying curiosity, I changed that. I started asking myself questions that began with the words how, or what, or why. Those questions helped me to arouse curiosity about myself. I wanted to change my perception about life. I wanted to find out what more I'm capable of doing. I wanted to find out how and what I need to do to change my life. And that led me to the second step. And the second step is replacement. When I started thinking about ways to change my life, I replaced all negative thinking patterns with the new ones. I stopped complaining, and instead I started thinking about how can I change my life, and I became open to the new ideas. The second step is about replacing negative with positive, destructive thoughts with creative ones. Take a look at the word can't. It's actually very easy to turn it into a positive one. You just need to remove one letter, T. Let's say you want to change your job, but every time you think about that, you use these words, I can't change my job because of that. Try and say, I can, or take a piece of paper and write it down, I can. And write down all the reasons why you can do it. Give your mind a reason to generate new ideas about how you can change your job. Or maybe you want to travel, but you don't have enough finances to do that. Replace "I can't travel because I don't have money" with the words "I want to travel," for example, to Italy, and start thinking about the ways you can do it instead of complaining why you can't do it. And the third step is bravery, and it's not only physical, it's also spiritual and emotional. And that's very important because to change your life means to upgrade it, and that requires thinking big, dreaming big, and imagining something you've never had before. And to do that, you have to be brave. So, my dear, be brave in imagining the life you want to have and all the positive changes you are ready to make. The next step is concentration. It's like meditating, connecting to the main idea of a change you want to see in your life. When you concentrate, you direct all your energy to one particular goal you want to achieve. And where you put your energy, you will see the results. Concentrate on your goals and dreams and let your energy flow in the direction that will generate positive changes. Next step is adjustment. Adjusting your lifestyle to the new goals is a necessary step. There is no way you can skip it. In my case, when I said I wanted to change my life and travel, I had to make some adjustments. I started learning a new language. I became disciplined with my finances and saved as much as I could. I cut down my rent payment by moving into a smaller apartment. To be more precise, it was just a room. Depending on what you want to change in your life, you will also need to make some adjustments. My advice is to think about it as a creative investment in your future. The next step is action. This is one of the most important steps. Dreaming and envisioning a change you want to make in your life is the beginning, and action is the core of all transformation. Sometimes this step feels especially scary, but it's a necessary step because without it, nothing will ever change. It's your life, and you choose the intensity of every step in the process of change. Be ready to act, and like I love to repeat, it's now or never. Don't wait until the stars align and you feel like you're ready to act. Instead, set a goal, make a plan, and act. Last step in a creative process of changing life is what I call just one. In 2013, my main goal was to travel solo. I didn't wait for my friends because everyone had a different schedule and lifestyle. I knew I wanted to travel, and that was my main goal that year, and I did it. Just one goal. My attention was dedicated to one change I wanted to see in my life, and it helped me to stay more focused. So if you want to change your life in 1 year, choose one goal and plan all your actions around it. There is an old saying, as you start to walk on the way appears. If you know only one, the first step you need to make to change your life, do it. The next one you will see once you start. That's it for today. I hope this video was helpful and you will make a positive change in your life. If you liked this video, click the like button, and if you know someone who needs to hear this information, make sure to share it with them.